Today in the wood yard, we've got deliveries. Here we go. So today I've got two deliveries to do. The first one I'm going to be doing is for a face cord or a third of a cord of oak, and that's going to be going in the truck. But before I load that, I'm going to first fill the trailer full of wood. It's going to be a full cord of oak, so 3 face cords. I'm going to load that first because I'm going to get it out of here and I'm going to go park it because that's not till later. And then the other delivery I'm going to load into the truck, which is the first one, after I do this one. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. So anyway, I'm going to take this wood right here. This whole section right here is pretty much going to be gone when I get done. So we're going to start chucking wood right now. So the first thing I have to do is to uncover the piles, which are under the tarp. And this is all wood from this would have been from 2 Februaries ago that I split this. So this wood is 1.5 years old. This is still wood I split with the glacier. This was that big, huge donut pile I made. If you guys been around long enough to know, that's how old this wood is. So about 1.5 years ago. And this, believe it or not, is going to a campground, the same campground I went to last week. And it's for a customer that is 2 campsites down from the one that I delivered to last week. And the guy that I'm delivering it to was the initial guy that I delivered wood to last year at the same campground. But then he referred me to a couple other people, so this will be like the 3rd or 4th time I'm going there. And I've also delivered to his house too. So I think every year he orders right around 3 full cords. He usually gets 2 for his house, 2 full cords of oak for his house for heating. And then he also gets a full cord of oak for his campsite because he loves oak, and he's telling everybody else there that I have great oak. So he's selling oak for me for campfire wood, which is to me like blasphemy. This is for heating. You should be buying pine for campfire wood. You're just sitting there roasting weenies. You don't need oak. That's just me. What do I know? All that matters is that they like the wood and they buy the wood. They burn the wood. They call me. They order more wood. That's all that matters. But it just seems odd that you would burn good oak in a campground fire pit with a bunch of kids that are just sticking marshmallows all flaming up and everything in there, getting gooey and stuff. It's like a waste of good wood. What do you think? Is oak too good to use for campfire wood like these people are? And it's fine if they do. To me, it just seems like, why would you do that? So I do sell quite a bit of all the other wood, you know, the mixed hardwood stuff, the lower grade stuff. I sell a lot of pine for campfire wood. Last year I sold right around 35, maybe 40 face cords of pine because I had it. And I sold a lot of it for campfire wood. And I sell a lot of the mixed hardwood, which is what I consider the lower grade wood. So the stuff like box elder, aspen, let's see, what else would I put in there? None of the pine, so it would be lower grade stuff. Once in a while I put some ash or soft maple, that kind of wood. Sometimes people will buy cherry for campfire wood because it smells so good. I like it when they ask me, what do you recommend? And if you're a smart business person, I'm saying I'm smart, but I heard this once, sell what you want to get rid of. So if they ask me, I always tell them, oh, pine is great because it snaps, it crackles, it pops, it smells fantastic, it's easy to burn, and it's just great wood, and it's cheaper. So what is this with this rain? It rained all day, and now it's raining now because it's right now, just so you know, it's in the afternoon. I had to work at my other business all morning, so now I'm come out here and the angels are peeing on me again. I don't know why they do that. So we're gonna get this loaded. We're gonna speed things up right now. No, I'm not. Look at this. Now it's hailing out. Now I'm gonna speed things up. The load is loaded. That is a full cord or three face cords, however you want to look at it. It's a bunch of wood. This is a mix of red oak and bur oak, and there's a little bit of white oak, but it's mainly bur oak with some red and a little bit of white. That's what was in the load when I got it. So there it is loaded. So now I'm gonna go over and I'm going to disconnect the trailer and then back the truck back in the same spot, because I'm gonna get some more wood right in the same spot for my first delivery. That's what we're gonna do next. Here we go. So I backed as close as I could get, because I've got this pile of wood here and I've got a pile of wood there, so that's as close as I can get. So what I'm going to do is carry over some wood, get a kind of a base built up so I'm not throwing them so they're bouncing, hitting the bed of the truck, denting it, which it's already dented, but I don't want to dent it any more than it is. And also don't want the pieces to have explosive tendencies and shoot up in the air and hit the back window and cause the back window to explode, because that would be a tragedy. Apparently that happens to some people. That's never happened to me. So this is also going to go to a guy that's burning it outside for campfire wood. I just don't get it, but what do I know? They want to burn what they want to burn. And I know there are people that are very particular about the wood that they burn. And I think it's because they've had bad experiences with some crappy stuff, possibly where it was wet, or they couldn't get it to burn, or they possibly could have had some rotten wood, or they could have had a house fire 100 years ago that they put a piece of pine in their fireplace and the house started on fire. People have a misconception that you can't burn softwood. And what's surprising, if you look it up, there's more softwood burned around the world than there is hardwood. And for those of you that live on the western part of the country, or even the western part of Canada, that's all there is softwood. So, and they seem to do just fine. They seem to burn, you know, fires in a fireplace and not have an issue with it. But around here, oak is king. It is the #1 requested kind of wood. And I think a lot of people think of oak as being the only kind of wood. Like if they say firewood, they mean oak. And if they're gonna have a fire in the fireplace with wood, they mean they're gonna use oak wood. And all the restaurants around here, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of the restaurants that advertise cooked over an open fire with oak wood or oak fired pizza, that's a big thing around here too. And so that's just what they think. Or because their dad and their grandpa and their great grandpa and their great 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 grandpa said that they liked oak best, so they think that oak is the only kind of wood there is. And no doubt about it, it is good wood. But for those of you that sell it, it's like my least favorite wood, because it takes so long for it to dry, and it's so heavy. And actually, from a consumer standpoint, you know, it's nice for heating, I agree with that. Puts out a lot of BTUs. But there's a lot of other really good wood, in my opinion. I personally like cherry a lot. Cuts easy, splits easy, smells fantastic, dries fast, burns great. And that's one thing with oak a lot of people don't realize. As far as getting oak started, it's one of the harder woods to actually get burning, to get the fire started. It's a harder, denser wood with less air. That's why it's heavier and it burns longer. but it's actually harder to get started. For outside burning, myself, I like pine. I like the snap and the crackle and the pop. I like the way it smells. I like how easy it starts. It's what I would prefer to burn. Pine. I also like cherry for outside. Maple's not bad. Ash is okay. Popple's okay, or aspen. Box elder burns just fine. Birch works great. Birch is great for outside burning. I like that too. It burns nice in the house too. I know a lot of parts of North America and even in Europe, birch is the wood. That's what they have for hardwood. They have some type of a pine or evergreen tree, whether it's, spruce or balsam or white pine or red pine, whatever kind of pine they have, and they have birch or aspen. Or cottonwood. A lot of the western states have some cottonwood too. But that's like burning tissue paper. Burns real fast. But it still burns. Like I always say, everything burns. So if you're a wood snob, I'm sorry. But if you are, tell me what's the only kind of wood you want to burn. Is it oak? Is it ash? Is it cherry? Is it hickory? Hickory's great wood too. Is it hedge or Osage orange? I know down south, that's south of us, we don't have any here. It's excellent wood, very slow burning, very hot burning wood. Puts a ton of BTUs out, more than any other wood, I believe. So anyway, we're gonna finish this up now. There it is, another beautiful load of wood, I must say so myself. And this load is going that way, about 20 miles for delivery. And then I got another one after that you're gonna see, the trailer load full that I loaded earlier. But right now I'm gonna go down the road and we're gonna go chuck this off. So let's go for a ride. It is now the next day. I was going to be delivering this wood last night to the campground, but the guy I'm delivering it to had to stay and work late, and he said he wouldn't even be getting there till after dark. So he said, could I just bring it in the morning? I said, absolutely, it sounds good to me. So all I did is I just left it here last night, and now I'm gonna head down the road. It's like, I don't know, it's about 7:30. I'm gonna go to the campground, drop it off, and then this load will be done. And then we're gonna have some fun later today. So see you in a bit. We're gonna go dump this now. So we're going on this delivery and pulling into the campground here. It is a huge campground. It's like a little city in the woods. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of campsites. People live there year round, some of them have actual mobile homes that they just park and cover, and there's a lot of campers, and it's just amazing. And we're here at a time of year when there's just a few people. But I've been here in the middle of summer, and it's like driving in city traffic with golf carts and kids on bikes and people walking, and it is absolutely amazing at how many people there are. But this site we're going to is one that I've delivered to before, actually last year a couple times, and his neighbor I delivered to like 2 weeks ago or so. I think you saw that delivery. Actually, we're going to go right past it here. The very next campsite on the right hand side, you'll see a camper and a stack of wood right up there, and that is the wood that I delivered. That's my wood right there. That's what I delivered there, and then the other half went to the other side behind me. So I'm just pulling into the end because this is the end of the campground here, and I'm just going to back in to where they've got their fire pit and where they're going to stack their wood. So it's really nice because once you sell wood at a campground to a particular person, if you have a good product, you know, those people do a lot of sitting around the campfire and talking with each other and inviting people over for supper and stuff like that. So I'm picking up more and more customers at this campground, and so that's kind of a neat thing. So we're going to unload it here. Doesn't it sound nice? Yeah. Yeah, this stuff is all like a year and a half old, so.
Nice. Yeah, we'll probably need another load come fall.
Oh, here, you think? You guys burn that much?
Well, that cord you dropped off for us last year, we went through that by December.
No, okay, you had enough for deer hunting though, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
we had, I don't know if you see the outfitters tent we had then?
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
we went through it pretty damn quick.
You got it stacked yet?
That's what I got kids for.
I know you know everybody here, so
I was just saying,
there you go. There's a bunch of them. Thanks.
Thank you.
Excellent.
You know, we got a couple people are asking. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Neighbors ask, well, where'd you get that wood last fall? I was like,
There's a couple campgrounds I go to that that I delivered like to one guy like you, and then now it's like everybody around them I deliver to.
Nice.
Which is good, yeah.
oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Save some for me.
Kind of. Oh yeah, I got plenty. Because of COVID last year, I cut way more than I did the year before.
Oh sure.
Because I had the time.
Great.
And because my other business wasn't as busy,
Sure.
so I cut a lot of wood.
Nice. Good to know.
Right now, I'm probably sitting on 600 face cords, so
wow.
that's 200 full cords.
Jeez. I know. I'll probably get another full cord probably late summer at the house again.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah, the oak is what goes the fastest too.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
everybody wants, especially people that for in their house for heating.
Yep.
And the few people I sell to that heat with wood, they want it's either oak or locust are the two that everybody want. Locust is, I should bring you some of that sometime. It's
Okay.
awesome.
Really?
Oh, it's
Boil them then.
yeah, it's as good if not better than oak, I think. I know you burn it too, don't you?
Yeah, burns hot, very little ash on it.
No kidding.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
difficult to come by.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to come by. Yeah, and there's usually no bark on it because the bark all comes off.
Sure.
It's yeah, it's a real dense. I think it puts out 27 million BTUs per
Something
cord,
like that, or even higher.
and red oak puts out 23, and white oak's 24, and locust is 27, which is the same as hickory.
Oh no shit.
So it's good stuff.
Yeah,
But a lot of people don't know about it because it's hard to get.
Right.
So-
Locust, that's got that real yellow wood, right?
It's kind of greenish and yellowish on the inside. Yeah, there's several varieties. One is the black locust is kind of a green, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's honey locust, which can turn reddish. I've seen it reddish or yellowish.
Okay.
And then there's another one too, I guess. So
No, that's.
yeah,
I had a locust go down on my hunting lands about 20 miles north of here, and I had to cut through it. So we just had harder than hell to fucking split that shit.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well we're gonna go cut wood all day. So
That's it. All right, well, I appreciate it.
thank you much.
Thank you.